Hello. So here I'm going to present my project in CSE 121B. So my project is a fabric calculator. What it does is it calculates the amount of fabric needed depending on the client and the garment type. So how I did this, after setting up the HTML, I have two modules here, the client and the garment. The clients and the garments. The clients basically houses the information I need about the clients and their measurements. And then it also sets the values here for these options. So if I add more to this, it would add more clients in here. And the garment module just basically tells this what garment types are there, which is the bodies, the sleeve, and the flare. And then it's in the project.js where I put the main things and where garments and clients are used and called in. So there I imported them and then used the functions in them to generate these drop-down menus. And the following codes are just to calculate the information needed here. So for example, if I choose Jamie Bond with bodies of garment type, it will show me how much fabric I need for him. Or if it's a sleeve that I'm going to make, that's the amount of fabric. Or if it's a flare that I'm going to make, then it's the amount of fabric. And if I change the client, then that would also change. So so multiple functions. I have separated the functions. One function gets the client information from the client's model, and the measurements that I need for calculating by garment type. And then I have functions here that calculate the fabric, and it has some branching switch, which depends on, it gets the information from the client, and then it calls also the calculate by the garment type here. So I have a reset function in there too, and calculate if by garment type. If the garment type is bodies, it will call the calculate bodies. If it's sleeve, calculate sleeve. If it's flare, calculate flare. So these are the calculators for each of those types of garments, and then the calculate fabric is called for in the end initially when the page loads. And if there is a change, then it will also call, if it changed this, then it will also call that calculate fabric function. And so for DOM interaction, I have it here, listening to these. If it changes, its values is taken for calculating these things. This one also, there's a DOM interaction here as well. That updates this depending on the values of this. And as for concepts from the course, at least use one of the fetch object or module or arrays. I used the modules. I called for the garments and clients there. And that's it for my project. Thank you.